All right, it just started raining. Oh, it's sticky out here. Oh. Shit. Holy shit. Ah, that scared the crap out of me. That was right here. Oh my God, that was right here. That scared. That is a Hurricane Beryl right now. That is Hurricane Beryl barreling down. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I'm gonna go back in. I'm too old for this shit. Oh God. Houston, what the hell? I tell you, my flight better take off on Monday. Oh my God, okay. That was right outside my window. Oh my God. Okay, I'm selling my tray table. They showed up right when it started raining. And I don't see anybody. Where is she? Where's the lady? I'm not going outside. I'm gonna stand in here because I'm terrified of that lightning. So I just texted her. I'm like, please come over here and pick this up. I don't want to go out in the rain. All right, this rain is ridiculous. My little tray table down there. I'm standing up here trying to look for the woman. I'm not standing in the rain. Don't make me come out. Silver car? I see a red car. I don't know. Maybe it's a scam. Maybe they're not showing up. I don't know. I hate this. This is like the only time I don't like selling anything, when it's like inconvenient for me. Okay, she picked it up and then she held her umbrella up to the sky to help me with that. I'm like, no. It's like no lightning rods needed. I live here, I can get changed, and I'm soaking wet. My feet look better though, now that I had the pedicure. Okay, I think I'm done selling for the day. This rain. Okay, I'm just gonna download movies for Monday's flight and work on my next video. I'm uploading a video now, and then I got another video to upload, and I need to sort all this crap out. So, okay, all right. Well, let me pack more bags. Let me get some groceries put away as well, because I just kind of ran in the house earlier. Okay, now for a weather update. It's a shit show out here. Oh my God. It is, it's picking up now. It's quite loud. My belly is gurgling the same because I haven't eaten lunch yet. That is crazy. It's gonna flood again. My whole street's gonna flood. My neighbor's garden is going to flood. And my feet are nice and pedicured, but they are now soaking wet. This is nuts. I just literally, oh shit, lightning. Ah, that was bright. That is freaking me out. That's really close. I have a friend actually that got struck by lightning, so I'm gonna close the door. Oh, it's sticky out there. Let me go back to what I was doing, my regularly scheduled programming. Good morning from Hurricane Beryl. Is supposed to barrel down here today, or actually, I don't know, tomorrow maybe. So I'm flying out at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. I switched my flight from Tuesday to Monday, which is good because I think the brunt of the storm is going to hit Tuesday. Spirit is going to let me change my flight up until the 12th of July, but I need to get out of here before that. So worst case scenario, I could just drive my car, but then I won't have a car when I come back in 2 weeks. So I should be able to get out of here. I've been out of here during like impending hurricanes before. I have to go get donuts right now. Harriet's going to be here in a few minutes, but yeah, so I need to figure out, oh, some of the trees are down. It's like, it's already apocalypse. But anyway, so I should be fine. I mean, it's going to hit like Matagorda and Corpus Christi at like 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I'm heading north, so I don't think it's going to affect the George Bush Airport, which is an hour north of here. It's like 40 miles away, maybe 30-40 miles. So I think I should be fine. They're waving. Thank you, dog walkers. They look like they're very prepared to walk their dog in the morning with their hats and their fanny packs. Anyway, so yeah, so I should be fine getting out of here. I've been at the airport during worse weather. Like, I mean, obviously hurricanes and stuff is really bad, but I don't think it's going to hit anywhere around here badly enough for the plane not to take off. So once we get above the clouds, we're fine. I think we're fine. It'll probably be raining tomorrow morning, but we'll see. It is now Sunday at 4 p.m. In a strange twist of events, it's sunny outside and blue skies, and believe it or not, my flight was canceled. So I am now driving my vehicle in about 10 minutes from Houston to Lubbock, just like I did 2 weeks ago with the van. It's going to be an 8-hour drive. I've got a hotel in Lubbock, which I'll get to at midnight, and I'm getting the hell out of here because Beryl is probably going to touchdown sometime later today. It's probably going to hit tomorrow. The stores are closing tomorrow. Barnes & Nobles is closing tomorrow. The supermarket, the VA hospital is closing, never closes. And everyone's getting the hell out of here. So they were going to reschedule my flight for noon tomorrow. But if the hospital is closing, you know that some shit's going down. So I have, my empty house. I've got my food from the fridge. Had I known that I was going to be driving, 8 hours, I would have bought more stuff yesterday to take with me since I have the car. But instead I've got like a cooler of food, and I've got some extra snacks, and I've got my computer, I've got my leftover pizza that I had for lunch, and I'm gonna head out of here. So let me go load the car up and get going. This is my only solution. Now I will have the car and the van in Albuquerque. I'll leave the car at the airport, which I can do for more than 30 days. I'll come back in August and get the car at some point. I have to fly home twice in between, but I don't need a car when I'm home. It's fine, I'll just be at my house. But yeah, so basically that's what I'll do. So I'll be for 2 weekends with no vehicle in Houston. I'll just have to use Uber. But all I'm gonna be doing is packing and selling. So I'm not really gonna need to be like leaving the apartment at any point. I can just do Instacart if I have to. If I really want to walk to the supermarket, I can. Not really bothered. I have a bike here if I really need to get around. But then I'll bring the car back at some point and then fly. Might be able to bring the car back in between, but I'll fly back to Albuquerque, get the van, and finish the trip. So this is what I did last year when I had the van and the car both in Albuquerque. Anyway, so yeah, more on that later, more on the plan, but let me just get out of here. So let me take the trash out, and goodbye house. I will see you in 2 weeks. And in the meantime, let me get my road pizza and get out of here. Good evening. This is mommy mode. Sorry, I'm all disheveled. Okay, so right ahead of me is Hurricane Beryl. I can see it. And behind me is sunny blue skies. So it is 4 o'clock. And lo and behold, Spirit canceled my first flight tomorrow from Houston to Las Vegas. And I had 7 hours in Las Vegas. I was going to hang out with my friend and then fly 1.5 hours from Las Vegas to Albuquerque. That would put me into Albuquerque at 5:15 p.m. Then I was going to get the van, and keep in mind, I'd have to get up at 2 a.m. to do this whole thing tomorrow. So at lunchtime today, I was eating lunch with Harriet, and I got the notification that my flight was canceled. So I called Spirit, and thankfully I have, I don't really want to go this way. Thankfully I have travel insurance, which is only $17. So I got a full refund on the second part of my flight, including what I paid for the seats. So I got quite a lot of money back, which will now pay the gas that I don't have to drive my car to Albuquerque, which is what I did 2 weeks ago with the van. So I'm driving 8 hours and 9 minutes to Lubbock, Texas. I'm gonna go stay in a hotel tonight. Same one I've stayed in before. It's the Wyndham, right near Texas Tech. So I don't have to get up at 2 a.m. this morning. Instead, I'll be going to bed at midnight. I'll get up at 7 tomorrow morning and then drive 5 hours to Albuquerque. And now I will actually get to Albuquerque 5 hours before I would have before. But also, the other flight they were going to offer me was at noon tomorrow, getting into Albuquerque at 9 p.m. with 4-hour layover in Las Vegas. So I'd still be able to go see my friend for lunch. But I don't think any planes are going to take off because that is a hurricane right there. And the VA hospital is even closed. The VA hospital never closes, except like during Hurricane Harvey, it closed. And during COVID, you could only go to the hospital if you were sick. So with COVID. So now even the hospital's closing, Barnes & Nobles is closing, everyone's getting provisions. And I know that my street is going to flood as soon as the hurricane comes in. Not only that, but there's no way an airplane's going to take off at noon tomorrow, 7 hours after my original flight was going to take off. So I'm getting out of here. I'm escaping Houston this time. I'm not going to go through another hurricane. I was here during Hurricane Harvey, and I volunteered for 7 days at the convention center, but I got shit to do. So I help the Red Cross virtually. Like, I'll help them with like their online registration of volunteers and things. That's fine. But I have a van that is currently in another state, so I need to get out of here. So I'm driving 8 hours and getting out to Albuquerque. So when I get there at noon tomorrow, approximately noon, I don't have to do anything, don't have to work out or anything. I might go to Planet Fitness, take a shower. I might go for a run just to stretch my legs. But what I will also do is I need to run a few more errands, need to go to the bank, I need to go to the supermarket. I've got some of the food, now that I have the car, I've got some extra liquids and food that I can bring with me that I can't bring on the plane. You can see this hurricane behind me, it's crazy. The roads are empty right now, this is fantastic. Although it's telling me that there's a crash ahead, so let me get out of the freeway here for a minute and exit. I think they shut the freeway down. I don't know, it's pandemonium. It's what happens in Houston when we have a massive hurricane. And it's holiday weekend, so people are, going back to work tomorrow. Maybe not. We just had tornado and a hurricane the other day, like the other week, which I made a video on. So anyway, but this one is me getting away from Hurricane Beryl. It is pretty bad. It's basically obliterated the Caribbean, and it's probably going to do the same to Corpus Christi and down on Galveston. But we get the storm surge. We get everything from the bayou coming up. And I don't know why I'm stuck in this traffic here. I need to get out of this. I'm just going to bypass it. But yeah, everybody's trying to get, I think, to the mall. I have no idea. Anyway, this is fun. Captivating content as usual. So I'm just going to head north. And I've done this drive 1,000 million times. I'm not too worried about it. I do want to get out of this traffic though. Trying to get out of here. I don't want to be stuck in this traffic. I would like to get onto San Felipe and Post Oak Boulevard exit so I can just take the frontage road across. But anyway, so that's what's happening. And that road is even worse. Maybe I just stay on the freeway. It's like picking the shorter line at the supermarket. It never goes fast. Okay, so yeah, I think there's probably a crash ahead. But anyway, that said, I'm kind of like hyper right now because I was thinking that I'd be like chilling out at my house and then going to bed about 8 p.m. and then waking up at 1 a.m. to leave for the airport at 2, get on a 5 a.m. flight. I'm actually glad, I'm sad I'm not gonna be able to hang out with my friends, but I am glad that I'm being able to get out of Houston. Now, what I'll do is leave the car at the Albuquerque airport for a month, and I have to fly home twice in between. So I'll just be in Houston without a car, which is fine. I don't really need the car. I'll only be home for like 2 days. I'll be taking Uber from the airport. I don't really need the car. I can live without it for 2 days. And then I'll get the car back here one of the days in the first 2 weeks of August. When I'm coming back down from Montana and back down from Utah, I will go ahead and bring the car. I'll make my way back to Albuquerque. I'll be going through Telluride, Ouray, Durango, back down into Santa Fe, and then into Albuquerque. And then what I'll do is I'll take the car back like within 1 day. I'll just do like a 1 day drive, and then I'll fly back the next day to Albuquerque and then just spend the rest of the time up in Angel Fire. I think that's what I was planning on doing anyway, was spending at least a week back up at the bike park in August at the end of my trip, and then slowly making my way back to Texas, back to Houston by the 16th of August. So that's kind of the plan. I've got to be back by that date. That's kind of the big day that I have to be back. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have the car, so I'll be fine. I mean, the good thing is if I want to like head back over to Vegas, I can just drive the car for a few days over there and leave the van at the airport in Albuquerque. So yeah, having like 40 miles to the gallon, 42 miles to the gallon is nice. So it's not gonna cost me anything. It'll cost me maybe $25 in gas to go like 525 miles. Not even, that's like a tank and a half. So yeah, it's gonna cost me nothing to get up to Lubbock, and I got a good deal on the hotel. I've stayed there before. It's the Wyndham by Texas Tech, by the medical center, and so thank you, Priceline. All right, so let's go drive. It's 4:09 p.m. right now. It looks dark and foreboding, and I'm now driving all the way to Lubbock again for the second time in 2 weeks. But you know what? I'm better driving than I am flying, because flying really exhausts me. Just having to sit and wait and carry my backpack, which is right here, and it's going to weigh a ton. I've got all my keys. Got like 1,000 million keys that I have to bring for the van. You know, it's like, yeah, van life is simple. No, it's not. You have keys for everything. So I had to make sure I have all my keys. I don't want to be driving all the way out there and realize I don't have my van key. I did call the airport parking. They said, yeah, you can leave your van or you leave your car for as long as you need. And I told them, I said, yeah, my flight was cancelled. I'm going to have to do the whole bait and switch thing again with the car and the van. So it's kind of like playing tag, like drop the van off, take the car back. But it's fine. It's fine. They don't care. I mean, they're so great up there. They're like the nicest parking people I've ever met in the entire country. Work at the airport parking with the yellow sign at the Albuquerque airport. They're fantastic. So, and it's only like $3 a day, $4 a day. So to leave the car there for a month will cost me about $140, which is fine. That's the only option I have. I mean, I'm not even going to be there a full month. I'll find a way at some point to bring the car back and then fly back. So yeah, because the next 2 flights are out of Salt Lake City. So I'm not going to be able to be anywhere near Albuquerque, and I don't want to change those flights. Those flights are set in stone. I need to have those flights, and then in between I'll get a quickie one-way flight back to Albuquerque from Houston, going through Vegas, and then that way I'll hang out with my friend, and then it'll be good. So it's sad. I was expecting to go see like the last day of Beatles Love. I won't be able to do it. So I was going to do that tomorrow before they tear everything down. But it's okay. It is what it is. I've got to be safe. I got to get the hell out of this mess, because this is not where you want to be at any point in your life. I've already lost one home in a hurricane. I don't want to lose another car or home or deal with power outages. I don't want to be sitting at my house thinking that I'm flying out at noon tomorrow and then finding out that I'm delayed again another day. I'd rather just get the hell out of here. So yay for sticks and bricks, yay for having another car. That helps. If I only had the van, I'd be kind of screwed. I'd be having to like probably take a Greyhound bus, which I think would be fun content as well. I mean, I've taken a Greyhound from New York to California before when I was like 19 years old. So I took one also from Washington DC to Indiana, and I've taken a Greyhound in California before. I think it was, where did I go? I think I went up to San Francisco from Palm Springs. So yeah, I've taken Greyhounds. They're great. But that would be fun, being on one of those again. Anyway, so that said, let me get to Lubbock and get to my hotel tonight. I can upload my next video, at least get that up, and then yeah, I'm trying to get a video out a day. I've got one scheduled for Tuesday, because I don't want you guys knowing, well, I don't want to like put all my trade secrets out there about the you know, the parking and the van being left and stuff. So I'm publishing it like 2 days after I get back. It's raining now. It just started raining. The storm's coming in. I'm on the loop and I'm going the wrong way. Shit. I don't want to go this way. I want to do a U-turn. Oh, see, I'm talking to you guys, and now I've got to do a quick U-turn. Yeah, okay, the storm's coming in. It's getting pretty bad. So let me get off here, do a U-turn, get on the right freeway, and get the hell out of town. So I will be back here in 2 weeks, and hopefully the hurricane will be gone. But yeah, it's going to be bad. I mean, like I said, if the hospital closes down, you know it's going to be bad. So let me get out of here and get to Lubbock again for the second time. Although this time I'm not staying in the van. This time I've got an air-conditioned hotel. Okay, it is cooler. It's 87 degrees, so it's not unbearable. This car is very, very zippy. It's a Nissan Kicks. It's a 2020 Nissan Kicks. And the good thing is when I do drive this car back, I can just bring the hardtail back with me. So that way I don't have to worry about having the other bike on the back of my van, and I can just bring the hardtail back. So that's kind of the plan. So let me go this way, North Loop, 500 yards, 30 minutes slower. I don't want to go that way. 30 minutes slower and $7 in tolls. No, I don't need to go on the toll road. What I need to do is get to northern Texas. And you drive 8 hours in Texas, you're still in Texas. And if you don't know, the UK is actually smaller than Texas. So I'm driving the entire length of the UK right now today, if I can get on the right freeway. And I should be there by 12:15, about 12:30 if I stop once for gas, which I will have to do in about 150 miles. So let me just get out of here. And yeah, so let's go on a road trip in a car. So actually for 2020, the whole of 2020, I had my bike on the back on like a cheapo bike rack. I didn't have a hitch. And I had my bike on the rack, and I had my tent, and I tent camped and traveled to 17 states in my car. And basically car camped and tent camped. And it was amazing. It was great. It was fantastic. And, you know, so then I kept seeing the vans, and I thought, well, why do people have houses inside their vans? I want one of those. and then I decided to build the van. So I've done this kind of thing before, where I've basically just been car camping. I do have a cooler full of food, so I'm good. And I got a bunch of bananas and other snacks. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Got to get out of Houston. It's you drive 100 miles, you're still in Houston. You drive 800 miles, you're still in Texas. So, all right, well, how fun. What a fun change of plans, as usual. And I was telling one of my friends, I was like, you know, like, I'm used to doing this. Like, I can plan a trip within 5 minutes, which I do have to do. I don't really know exactly past the end of next week what my itinerary is. I know I've got some waypoints like the National Ability Center and Trestle and Big Sky. But in between, I'm not entirely sure what all of my hikes are going to be or my activities. So I figured I'll have some time, maybe sometime tomorrow, you know, once I get to Colorado, which I need to go from Albuquerque straight to Colorado. And I'll have some time to, what are you doing, sir? Do you want to go that way or no? Okay. It's like all the stupid people driving today. I get it. Like, we're all getting out of here. But yes, so I want to have some time to just kind of like look on all trails. I saved a bunch of hikes that were recommended. I just need to stitch together the Google Maps so I know where I'm going. That's all I need to do. Okay, other than that, the mommy makeover doc. Oh, that's too funny. What is a mommy makeover? Is where you get like everything redone after you have a kid. I get it. But I have some friends that have done that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, that's great. I'm just going to end up destroying my body doing all the mountain biking, hiking, and breaking my arm ice skating. So I'm not going to really invest in all that, you know, plastic surgery stuff when I'm just going to end up limping back into the VA hospital with my latest, you know, mountain that I fell off. Okay, I'm on the right freeway now. I'm on the 290, and this one is going to take me right out of Houston. Ooh, there's lightning. And hopefully I'm not driving through a storm. The storm is all behind me. Ahead of me is blue skies and sunny. So I'm hoping it stays that way, and then I can just, like, you know, be ahead of the storm the whole way. Even the Corvette's leaving. The white Corvette behind me is like, I am speeding the hell out of the city. He's gonna go right past me right now. See how fast he's going? He's got the right idea. It's like there was a meme I saw one time. I don't know if I can find it. I'll put it on the screen if I do. And it was like a DeLorean, and someone took a picture of it and it goes, "This guy's getting the hell out of 2020." It's like, aren't we all? Okay, so let me just drive, and I will see you guys in approximately 7 hours and 54 minutes. So, okay, stay safe. All right, I just drove for 2 hours straight. I'm now past College Station in a town called Hearn. I'm gonna get the gas stop and P stop #1 and something to drink and eat, so I don't have any water. And then I should have about 6 hours to go. So yeah, just kind of push through to get out of that storm. This is a cool gas station. Oh, it's cold in here. Okay. They also have Wakel's Bakery, which is good. I had pizza for lunch, and I'm gonna go use the restroom and then get something to drink and an orange juice to take with me. I have orange juice in the cooler. I'm just too lazy to take it out. So let's see what they have here. Okay. It's funny, I come out looking for my van and I find my car. I'm like, where's my van? Okay, let's get gas quickly, making good time. And yeah, I should be there by 12:30 a.m. now with this little short stop. So I got a Starbucks overpriced lemonade thing that was quite delicious. So, okay, let's get gas. So there's the storm that I'm leaving, although it keeps following me. And it's quite windy up here right now. So yeah, I'm about 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours from Lubbock. Yeah, probably about over 100 miles from Houston, and it still is looking like this. So yeah, not too reassuring to say the least. But I'm getting out of here, making good time, and the drive so far, it didn't even feel like I was driving for 2 hours. So yeah, it should go by pretty quickly. Got less than 4 hours to go, and I've got to stop for gas in about 70 miles, and then I'll be good. Yeah, then push through to Lubbock. So this is great. Easy drive. I gotta pee again. I don't have a toilet in my car, unfortunately, but anyway, okay, let's go. storm that is so intense, and they have all the windmills out here, so they're just like a ton of lightning rods. But I think the rain is letting up now. I just drove for about 20 minutes through nothing but like excuse me, nothing but lightning, like crazy bright lightning. Oh my god, it was intense. Yeah, my friends that don't live in Texas or haven't driven all over the country, whoo, look at that. Excuse me, I didn't even breathe for about 20 minutes there. But they were like, oh my god, like, are you okay, blah blah blah, like so dangerous. I'm like, the best thing I can do is not stop. The best thing I can do is just keep going an hour and a half to Lubbock, because if I stop here, I'll get stuck here. And I wasn't in any rain for like 7 hours until I just hit the rain just now, and I could see the lightning storm ahead of me about an hour back, right before I got to Abilene. But I didn't know what, you know, where, you know, how far it was. I couldn't hear any thunder, so I knew it wasn't pretty, you know, it wasn't that close to me. But I just drove through like the backwash, like the aftermath of the electrical storm. So the lightning is like miles and miles away, and we still can't hear the thunder. You and me and everybody around me can't hear the thunder, but the rain was pretty bad. So like I said, I didn't even breathe for about 30 minutes there. Anyway, but it's not raining so much now. I've got my hazards on. Excuse me. I got my hazards on, which is how we drive in Texas. We put our windshield wipers on and then put our hazard lights on so people can like see you. I mean, there's people driving without their lights on, period. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, I'm hydroplaning, so let me get, I don't want to be behind a semi-truck either, because it kicks up all the water. But yeah, no, this is Texas. Yeah, intense lightning storm, hurricanes, tornadoes, crazy sky. It is nuts. But I've got 50 miles before I get onto the next place. And then, yeah, an hour and a half, so I've probably got I got 98 miles to go. So I'll be there by 12:20 a.m., which is fine. I actually made pretty good time coming up here. And now I think the rain is stopping. So yeah, I think I've gone through the eye of the storm. If I see cars coming the other direction, like cars and semi-trucks and 18-wheelers and all that stuff coming the other way, then I know it's okay. If I don't see anything coming from the other direction, then I know that it's, you know, it's probably not good to keep going. But you just have to kind of have like operational security and situational awareness, and just keep an eye on everything. Watch everything around you to gauge like either other people's stupidity or, you know, how everything's going to be. But if I were to stop, I'd probably get struck by lightning. And this car is weaving all over the place, so I'm going to try to get around these people. There's a U-Haul, which is never a good thing. I hope these people are together. I'm going to go past you guys, okay? Let me by. Yeah, people that drive U-Hauls generally don't know how to drive U-Hauls. So if I was in my cargo van though, this would be not a good idea, because I've literally got like so much, I mean, I'm in a metal box and I've got lightning rods all over the top of my van, and I'd probably get struck by lightning. Actually, last year when I was driving through Wichita Falls, Texas, lightning struck the field next to me, like, I don't know, 20 yards away. Scared the shit out of me. Sorry, scared the crap out of me. Anyway, yeah, it scared the shit out of me. And it shorted out one of my headlights. And so then immediately I got pulled over by the state trooper saying, your headlight's out. And I said, I know, I literally almost got struck by lightning. So anyway, okay, I got to sneeze. But yeah, let me keep going. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Anyway, but this is Texas. It's crazy. You leave one natural disaster and get thrown into another natural disaster. Anyway, I think the rain's ending, so let me turn my hazards off. I don't think I need those on anymore. Where's my hazards? Turn off. Come on. I don't even know what I'm pressing. I'm pressing a bunch of stuff here. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're back to normal again. Okay, cool. So yeah, 47 miles and then 50 miles after that. And then I'll be in bed, and I'm going to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. I gain an hour going into New Mexico. So I'm going to get up. It's going to be pretty light at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. tomorrow. So I'll sleep in probably till 7, which for me is sleeping in when I'm on the road. And then I'll head to Albuquerque and go get the van. Probably get to Albuquerque about noon, which is a pretty easy drive. It's 4.5 hours from Lubbock, 5 hours from Lubbock. And then I think before I go get the van, I'll go to Trader Joe's in the car and go get my groceries. And that way I've already stocked up the van. I don't have to worry worry about doing that, because otherwise I wouldn't be getting groceries till I get to Colorado Springs in 3 days, which would not be a good thing. So at least I can get all my groceries tomorrow. It'll be a Monday. I'm not flying. There's no way I would have flown past or through any of this crap that's been going on today. I haven't even been able to check the weather down in Houston, but from YouTube when I was at the gas station like an hour ago, I could show that I could see that there were like videos from the local news of like the news reporters standing knee deep in the water, so you know there's something's going down out there. But I'm glad I'm not in Houston. I would have been stuck there all week pretty much, and I have so much to do for the nonprofit. I've got so many people to meet with and so many hikes and things to go on. I'm hoping that Colorado weather is like New Mexico weather was this last 2 weeks. I'm hoping it's mild and no crazy weather like we're getting down here. But anyway, okay, I'm through the rain finally. Oh, that was a nightmare. Actually, it was pretty easy. I've been through worse. I mean, I've literally been through like the worst kind of weather you can imagine. Gas is cheap, so it's only cost me $45 to get all the way up here, going like 600 miles, so that's pretty good. I think I get like 43 miles to the gallon in this little SUV. And I've got the best tires I have are the Road Hugger tires, which I got put on in 2022, so I've had them for about 2 years. So they're still pretty good. They're not worn away or anything. I haven't driven far at all. I get like 3 weeks to the gallon in this SUV, so I only drive it when I'm home, driving around town, and once in a while I'll do these, 2,000-mile round trips. But the Road Huggers are all-terrain, not all-terrain, like all-weather tires, and they're like incredible for this kind of weather. I just feel like I'm hugging the road, that's why they're called Road Huggers. But look into them for SUVs. They're really good little sporty tires. I think they were, for the whole set, I think it was $750. So they're not, I mean, it's an investment, but you're not going to hydroplane. Like, I just went through some of the worst flooding on this road, and I didn't even slip and slide any like tiny little bit, except that little bit at the end when I was chatting to you guys. So yeah, Road Huggers, go check them out. They're really good. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, hour and 23 minutes, and enjoy the strobe light lightning show. So, and my friend is at the last show of Beatles Love. He works on the show, so it's friends and family night. So him and his kids and his friends are all gonna watch the show. And of course I can't be there. I was gonna be in Vegas tomorrow, but I'm not. So I get my own little Vegas show driving in this debacle. I swear it's like the Wild West out here. There's crash after crash after crash. So I need to get around this. I can get into this gas station over here. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, how do I get in? Over here. I just want to go to bed. People, stop crashing. I get it. It's raining. Oh my God, okay. If it's not construction, it's crashes, but at least the EMTs are out. It is now 12:08 a.m. I've just been driving around for 15 minutes trying to get back on the freeway, and apparently there's like 20 or 30 firemen and fire trucks. So the lightning hit one of the lampposts, the electrical poles, and it basically went across the freeway. So the freeway is closed. Now I'm going the back way. I still got 23 miles before I get to downtown Lubbock. He said just keep taking this and you'll hit one four-way stop and then you'll get onto 87. And I'm like, that's fine. I just want to go this direction north, or I think I'm going east. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not on the freeway that I need to be on. So yeah, that's right. He said take a right at the four-way stop and just keep going like 20 miles and you'll hit downtown Lubbock. So okay, well here we go. I want to go to bed. I am sleeping in tomorrow and I get a free breakfast. So I'm going to have my packaged croissant with the, the silica packet and the Yoplait yogurt that tastes like soap, and really good orange juice from the machine. Okay, I want to go to the hotel. All right, I'm on the first floor, which I never stay on. It's number 132. I don't want to be so close. 135. 137. Oh, I don't want to be this close to the entrance. I want to be like up on another floor, because the TV's running and I don't want to be by the lobby. Let's see. 1:30. Where is it at? 1:32. Hang on. Okay, it's 1:38, not 1:32. Okay. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. If I can hear that TV over there, I'll have to change to another room. I have an ADA room. Oh, maybe it's full. That's why he said I'm the last guest. Okay, this is fine. Oh, this is quiet. Okay, perfect. I guess I have an ADA bathroom. For some reason it's ADA. Oh yeah, I got the, oh, cool. Well, look at that. I think I've actually stayed in this room before. Pretty sure I've stayed in this hotel, I think 4 times. Okay, all right. Thank you, Wyndham. It is now 1 a.m. I'm going to bed. Good morning from Lubbock. What is this? What are these things? Who designed this? Oh, it was designed by a man. That's what my ice skating coach would say. Anyway, let me get around this, whatever this thing is. Anyway, there's my car, the red car. It doesn't have a name. I haven't named that car. I've named every car I've had, but I don't know what that car's name is. Anyway, okay, so it's raining here, but I'm going to be heading to Albuquerque in a little bit. I've got a 5-hour drive. I have a 10-hour driving day today, believe it or not. So I'm going to drive to Albuquerque, go to Trader Joe's, get groceries, and then just head into Colorado. Just get right up there. Yeah, it should be easy drive, be nice. And yeah, I'll be in the car, so it'll actually be quite cheap to get out to Albuquerque. I don't know, probably 1 more tank of gas. And then I think it's like 260 miles. It's an easy drive. I've done this drive a million times. And then, yeah, last night's storm was crazy. That was nuts. But the car made it, and then go out and get the van, and then that's it. So I'll get groceries before I get the van. That way it's easier to run around in the car. And then, yeah, then just kind of get out of there. So yeah, Hurricane Beryl is barreling down. My neighborhood is without power, and they're expecting storm surges. I think it's going to be pretty bad. I don't know if it's going to be as bad as Harvey, because Harvey was the storm, but mostly just the flooding. That was the biggest thing, the storm surge. So we'll see. But yeah, my neighborhood, my apartment community, my apartment is probably without power. And people are texting me, like asking me if I'm okay. I'm like, I am fine. I woke up in a hotel this morning, so I am very happy. Very, very happy. Okay, I'm watching the news and drying my hair. And let me get some breakfast downstairs. It's free. This is a great hotel, the Wyndham in Texas Tech near the university, near the Med Center. They're the nicest people here. I've stayed here like 4 times already. Okay, I could use more sleep, but I got 7 hours sleep, so that's good. And yeah, let me head out. All right, I'm all minty fresh. I'm packed up. There's my cooler. It's raining a little bit outside. I'm just wearing what I wore yesterday, but I did change my leggings at least. So, you know, I'm not an animal. Anyway, okay, let's go get breakfast and let's get out of here. It's 7:30 and I gain an hour. So yay for New Mexico. Okay, right now Houston is being barreled by the storm. So, and it's funny, every time there's a hurricane, I'm like, oh, they didn't name it after me. I want a Hurricane Jennie. I just want like a little cute one, not like a big old, you know, Scorpio, you know, unleashed type hurricane. Anyway, okay, let me get going. Let's go. Okay, let's go. I can smell the breakfast. Okay, let's see what they have. I had some orange juice that I brought and a banana, but I'm gonna see what else they have. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. Okay, let's see what they have over here. Okay, they got bananas, they've got scrambled eggs, they've got sausage, waffles, bagels, cereal, and cream cheese, yogurts, and orange juice. I think I'll just do orange juice. I don't want coffee. I don't drink coffee. I think that's fine. I don't really need anything. I'm not really that hungry. Okay, let me just get orange juice. All right, it's raining, but it's clearing up over there. I don't know why I dried my hair this morning. Okay, let me run to my car and let's get out of here.
To 5 inches of rain, and interestingly enough, moisture in the camera lens.
And just like that, we're now in sunny blue skies ahead. That was a lot. That was a lot of rain coming out of Lubbock. Okay, so I've got about 3 hours to go. I've got about 200 miles, and I should be going right into the Trader Joe's parking lot in Albuquerque. New Mexico, good to be back. That was a crazy 3 days out in Houston, along with the hurricane. I'm listening to the news, and basically my whole neighborhood is either underwater and without power. Either or. It is underwater and it is without power. Lots of trees down. I'm glad that I don't have my van anywhere near my apartment because I'm on the shady side of the street. And then I don't know how my garage is out in West Houston, out near Katy. That's where the eye of the storm is. But I think those RV garages have been through pretty much every hurricane you can imagine. They're pretty sturdy. So yes, I'm just monitoring. I don't really need to care much about Houston at this point because I'm not there, and I do live on the second floor, and I do have my car with me, so I'm not concerned about any of my belongings getting destroyed. Just more concerned about my neighbors though, making sure they're okay. I do have a few neighbors that have, you know, a key to my apartment to check on it when I'm gone. You know, if they want to take a few minutes and, you know, have a quiet space to hang out, they can go over there. So I know my neighbor below me, I think she's moving out, but if she needs to go up and, you know, hang out in my apartment, she's more than welcome. I just was like, I live on the second floor for a reason, because in 2016 my whole apartment was underwater, my little bungalow, from the 2016 hurricane and flood. For me personally, I'm thankful that I have somewhere else that I can go. I'm thankful that I have a little tiny home on wheels that I'm heading to right now. It does make everything a lot more manageable when it comes to natural disasters. So I'm glad I got out of there at 4 o'clock yesterday. I knew, like, having gone through this like 8 times before, I knew that it's going to be bad. Just because the way Houston is built, there's like no zoning, and the bayous do overflow, the storm surges. There's so many master plan communities that they all become retaining walls, and so do the freeways, and it's just pandemonium. And the VA hospital is closed too, so if I was in a medical emergency, the hospital's closed. That's how bad it is. So when I got that email from the VA saying that they were closed, I was like, okay, I need to get out of Houston. I do need to get to my van because I do need to get into Colorado. So let me just get out of there so I'm one less person that needs help, you know, so the first responders can concentrate. Anyway, I did do some projects after Hurricane Harvey for Homeland Security when I worked at the University of Houston, and those were fun, like kind of like disaster preparedness. And so I worked with the Harris County disaster preparedness team to work on initiatives on the digital side to make sure that communication was open and that we weren't going to get cyber hacked during an emergency. That's the biggest thing too, is, you know, when all the emergency services get hacked suddenly by, you know, the bad guys, the villains are like, oh, let's just hack into 911 so that nobody can get help. That's a big deal. That is a thing, and that's what I was working with Homeland Security on. Okay, I've made it to Albuquerque, and it's overcast and cool. So I'm going to go to Trader Joe's, and I'm going to go to Camino 66. I forgot that they're open today. It's a really, really good souvenir store. I'm going to get a few things for some friends and a couple extra Mexican blankets, which are really, really good. So yeah, I haven't been in there. It was closed when I was here last time, so I was here on a Sunday. But yeah, I'm going to pop over there, get a few things, and then go get the van afterwards. And yay! I'm so happy to be back. It is nice and overcast, so it's only like 62 degrees right now, which feels really, really good. Hopefully the van didn't get too hot over the weekend. I just realized that all the food in my fridge at home and in the freezer is probably going to go bad because I've been without power at home for at least a day. I think the power went out last night or early this morning. The fridge and freezer should be okay, but I just bought a bunch of groceries, like not realizing we were going to have a hurricane. Anyway, yeah, groceries that like go bad are not good to buy when you have a hurricane. Non-perishables like canned goods and stuff, bread and all that, yeah, that's fine, but not a freezer full of stuff.